Hi everybody, this is still Marr here and I hope you guys are doing well. I am really excited about today because I'm gonna play the Presentaion game! I'm presenting it! Yay! For those who are wondering what the Presentaion game is, this is a game that was created by TomSka Richworld. He did this many years ago, and when I first saw it, I thought it was hilarious, and I just think it'll be a really fun game to play because I love to improv whenever I get the chance to. And for those who don't know how the game is going to work, essentially I made 5 different scenarios, and I gave my brother BlackCross the scenarios, and he found a bunch of random images, and pretty much I'm gonna be improvising the scenario as he shows me the images over here on my handy dandy monitor, and I'm gonna react to them and try to make a cohesive narrative with these images and the scenario that I made up. You'll figure it out as we play along. Are you ready, Chris?
Yes, I am.
I can't hear you.
Yes, I am.
I can't hear. What? I think my ear. I think I might need a Q-tip. Oh wait, hold on. He's giving me Grover. He's got to clean my ear. He's actually cleaning my ear. Hello everybody and welcome to Uncle Barley's Magical Circus Emporium! It's a wonderful circus and we are just an hour starting out. You're probably asking yourself, what's so unique about this circus? Well, of course, we got the clowns, we got the elephants, but we are revolutionary by having some very wonderful acts. For example, our first lineup act is... This is how it's gonna be, ain't it?
Yep!
Our first act is gonna be a monkey dog man! We found this little abomination in a nuclear mine shaft many years ago. My papa saved him, and he is a wonderful juggler. He juggles using his tail and his tongue without using his paws. It's wonderful. Of course, we got more than animals. We also have... fruit! We have dancing fruit! You know the song, yes, we have no bananas? Well, you can safely say, yes, we have no watermelons! Because this guy has the unique ability to eat a bunch of watermelons together! And he, eats the watermelons and he poops the seeds out. That way the seeds don't digest in his system. It's very complicated. Kids, you should learn your ABCs about that. But of course, we got the dog monkeys. We got the man who eats the watermelons. We also have... What the heck is that? We also have the Tooth Fairy on board. Unfortunately, the Tooth Fairy, with kids these days, when they pull the teeth out, the parents, they give the money instead of the Tooth Fairy. So the Tooth Fairy has went downhill. He stomached his whole belly. I believe his name is Lydia, so you could literally say he's Lydia, oh Lydia, say have you met Lydia, oh Lydia, the tattoo fairy. We also have one very special act that is gonna be the act finale to end all finales. That finale, of course. On second thought, I messed up my lineup. I forgot to mention that we have some vegan wiener dogs. They're stuffed. You see, if you give them stuffed, they don't have to eat the meat, so it's vegan. Okay, I forgot to mention the concessions. But now, the big finale, the grand babismo, whatever that is okay, yuck. We are very poor on money. Our final act, we had explosives, but they went kaboom, so for the final act, we had this hamster lion. We need your money. If you could give us your money, not only will we teach this furry guy to ride a motorcycle, but we will have much more bigger entertainment. So, please, money. My circus needs it. I need it. Help! Hello there, my name is Daniel Allen Mullins. I am 29 years old and I've been single for a very long time. and I'm making this account on Match.com, and I'm looking to settle down and find a nice young lady who is willing to go out with me and us share a special bond together. There's a few things that I'm looking for into a woman. The first one that I'm into is weird feet. I have an awkward foot fetish. Not for the feet themselves, but for unique sandals. There was this woman I saw at the flea market, and I saw her with these unique fish feet, actually made from live bass. And I was like, oh, that's so beautiful. Of course, she was married to some rich guy, but if you have a wonderful variety of unique sandals, you are gonna be treated like a queen. I think another thing that I would love to see into a woman is... Okay, this is a two-part scenario, because I'm fine with either way. It's your kink, whatever. I'm not into gouging eyes, but if you have rainbows pooping out, then, you know, that could be laughable. It's a good laugh, so ha ha ha, and all the... You really made me stuck with this one, didn't you? I can't do it. Okay, so forget about that one because that's part of my private collection. The pooping rainbows is something I've been trying to work on. I'm going to see therapy, so don't worry. Although if you have pooping rainbows, you might need to see a doctor. Okay, so I think for the last thing I'm looking for into a woman, it's a combination of two different things. I want a woman who is willing to try new things. Like you see someone, trying to ride an emu or ostrich, whatever that is, that takes skill. No one just goes up to an emu, it's like, I'm gonna ride on you. So I would love to see a woman who's not just, one who's nervous, but one who loves taking risk and willing to pull me into different adventures. Even though I'm like, should this be really necessary? But I'm into whatever will explore my horizons. But of course this last one is very personal. This is the one that will help me to come out of my shell and help me to understand what it means to be in a relationship with a woman. Of course I'm talking about... Is that Cat Icarus? We just did Cat Icarus, please. So this is I'm looking for someone who loves cosplay. And not just any cosplay, but in ridiculous, cheap, third-party costumes. That is how I get my rocks off. So please.
Could be this.
I'll take it. We can both dress up like weird costume fairies and just dance the night away. Blame it on the nights on Broadway. Hello Pokemon fans, I am the Senior Vice President of the Pokemon Company. Yes, I know I'm not, but I'm the spokesperson because the actual president is off doing something that is legal, should say. But today we are very excited to show our brand new Pokemon for our next Pokemon game, Pokemon something and something. And we're going to be showcasing our 3 starters and our 2 legendaries. Let's show our first starter Pokemon. It's Meh. His name is Meh. It's not a bat, it's a Meh. Because when you look at it, you don't know what species it is, but it's Meh. We're hoping that it becomes the next Pikachu. Now you look at Meh, and you'll probably think to yourself, it's not grass type. Well, guess what? We're gonna mix it up a little bit. Instead of sticking with the traditional fire, grass, water, this one is a normal yelling Pokemon. Yes, yelling is a new type. Because kids love to do loud noises, so when you hear Meh with his battle cry, I'll go, Meh! Meh! That's the actual sound effect. I'm an actor, so yeah. But of course, Meh is just the only starter Pokemon. We got 2 more. You could also choose Smogokus. Smogokus is a lovely creature. He's not small like most starter Pokemon. He's actually big. And his evolution, I'm gonna lead you on your little cheeky secret. His evolution, he goes smaller and smaller. So when you get him, he'll be the biggest starter of them all. Now what does what did I name him?
Smokehat?
Smokehat! What is Smokehat's ability? He's a poison type. He's fluffy. We mostly made him so we can have giant pillows to cuddle. Because look at him. Does he not look cuddly? I know some of you think he's cuddly. Our last starter's one that I think is really unique because I actually got to help within the development. And this is a starter I'm really proud of. And that is... Chicken Tits. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Chicken Tits? You can't get away with that. Well, guess what? Tits isn't actually a bad word. And, you know, some countries allow it. So, Chicken Tits is a lovely Pokemon that I created. It's based on my wife's dog and an embarrassing Thanksgiving meal that we had years ago. And we turned it into a Pokemon. What type is it? What special abilities it has? I'm gonna let the developers go because when I showed them the design, they looked at it, and then they were about to yell at me, and I left very quickly. But those are just the starters, and I hope that will be the best Pokemon. Now, the 2 starters are gonna be wonderful. So, for the version of Pokemon something, we have Rhinococok. Rhinococok is... Well, there's nothing really special about Rhinococok. We kind of, like, left some groundworks on new legendary Pokemon, so we decided to make this little thing. And yes, it's completely gray. That's because it is so unique, because it's so bland. But we also have one more legendary for Pokemon something, and that is... Peridot. Peridot is my puppy. Because in the game, you can choose whether to fight it or ride on it. Like those little motorcycle doohickeys from Scarlet and Violet.
We got one more.
Oh, yes, that's right. We got one more Pokemon. Now this one, we haven't decided on if it's going to be a legendary or just, you know, typical middle Pokemon you'll find out in the wild. But because of the fact that we at Nintendo love to tease at the end, here is the last Pokemon. Bigfoot's in the game. Hey guys, it's me, Delma, and I never thought I would have to make this type of video, but I have to make this apology video because of some heinous ads that I've been in. I've participated in these events. What happened then was wrong, and they're still wrong today. And I would love to explain what happened without no censorship. It's just plain truth speaking from me. So what did I do? Well, if you saw from the newspapers that was out a few hours ago, my brother and I started a gang. We started a gang because we both got really bored of our lives. And we was like, what do you want to do? And he was like, yes, start a gang. And what gang was it? Well, the gang that we started, it was something along the lines of the gang...
Bare Feet?
Bare Feet? Oh, Bare Feet! Okay, yeah, well thank you. My brother's here. You should make a YouTube apology video as well. Our gang was named Bare Feet. The only problem is, I couldn't find bare feet, so I was literally around bare feet. I had no socks or shoes. It was horrible. So you might be asking yourself, what did our gang, Bare Feet, do to warrant this heinous accusation of me? Well, what we did was we kidnapped a horse and a parrot. The horse stared at us so wrongly. It was like, he kept looking at me, and it had this long face. It was just mocking me. And so we took vengeance. We kidnapped the bird and the horse, and we, you know, put them in a closet. You're probably wondering, that doesn't sound as bad. What was the other heinous act that we did? Well, what we did, we got a bunch of Gen Z idiots. We took DNA from a mosquito and attempted to turn them into dinosaurs. However, the experimentation was not only a heinous act of God, but it also worked against us. Instead of turning these Gen Z kids into mighty dinosaurs, they just turned into weird hippies that somehow they only had the dinosaur head, but everything else was human. They even spoke. We couldn't understand them. They probably spoke Swahilis or Portuguese. We're not sure, but they spoke. And now they're out and about doing some party dancing and such. The worst part about all this that me and my brother did was we attempted to make a Sharknado 6. Secretly, we are big fans of the Sharknado movies. Actually, that's a lie. We hate them, but we love to hate them. And so it was like, yes, make a brand new Sharknado movie, but this time be good. You know? A good Sharknado movie. And we also committed an act of God by trying to create a Sharknado. We got like one of those whirlpool things. We found like a skull of shark that was hiding around the lake area. Don't ask questions. And we tried to do that, and unfortunately it caused all the sharks to crash into different apartments, including ours. We currently have a shark over here. If anyone wants to buy some shark meat, we'll sell it for you. So yes, we deeply apologize for stuff that I don't think was really bad. I think it was just more of we got bored and we just wanted to go mad for a week. So I don't know if, would this be an apology? No? I think we're just, who cares? We're gonna make Sharknado 7! This time with bear sharks! Come on! Hi everybody, Delmar here. Guess what? I just got the brand new iPhone 92681. This is a really revolutionary phone, and Apple, they actually sent me a review copy, and I got to play around with this phone for a week. I'm gonna let you know, it might be biased, because this phone was amazing. It was everything that I hated about the Apple phone and improved upon. What are some of the great features? Well, the first feature I really loved about it was it cleans your ears. Like, it deeply cleans right into the thick of your eardrums. It may hurt for the first few hours, but after the few hours, it'll still hurt, but at least you'll be able to hear magically. This other feature that I love was the fact that I also cleaned my nostrils using electricity. Now, I know the idea of having electricity currents running up through your nostrils may be a bad thing. It is, but it's also not, because you can breathe so smoothly now, as well as having a little bit of a tick when you do smell. Watch. See? That's what happens. But it's worth it just to smell everything. Oh, another great feature that I think is kind of underrated that Apple is not promoting enough is the fact that it was made by midgets. First off, forgive me. And secondly, that is an adorable picture, man. That is so cute. But yes, it was made by wonderfully talented small people from the land of, what's the city called from Mars? Munchkin Land?
Yeah, Munchkin.
Yes. It was made by the wonderful people from Munchkin Land. They don't get enough credit. They have great technology, and it's so cool to see Apple have them come in to put in some of the weird gizmo, techmo stuff and make something unique. Oh, I forgot to mention the best feature. This is my personal favorite, and it's the one that I think changed my life forever. It's the fact it gets rid of cats. Do you have any idea how many cats keep pouncing outside? There's like 50, maybe 52 cats out there, and I have to like, go, get away, cats, get away, get away. Not anymore. Every time I go out now, I just have my iPhone go on. I get to scan for cats around, and it just yells, and it scares the cats off completely. It is so wonderful, and I highly recommend. It is worth the $20,000 to get the iPhone 269. I forgot the numbers, and it's just wonderful. And I thank you, Apple, for sending me your wonderful technology. Oh, and one more thing about this phone. It's safe for potheads. Okay, that was the end of the presentation game. This was a lot of fun, more fun than I had, and it was really challenging as well. If you guys enjoyed us playing the presentation game, let me know in the comments section. It was so much fun. If you want to try it out yourself, go nuts. It's really fun. Also, I'm going to leave the link to the 2 videos that TomSka did of him playing the presentation game. It's a lot of fun. Warning, it may not be suitable for children. Oh wait, who am I kidding? It's not suitable for children, so be aware of that. But thank you guys for watching this video. God bless you all. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye! Come here. I'm gonna move the camera. Here. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye, Grover.